This episode of Diary of a Madman is brought to you by my new podcast, The Stories We Tell. Find it on any of your podcatchers. Today, we are launching in spring 2019. A word of warning, this episode contains language that may be offensive to some. Listener discretion is advised.
Sat in a bar on a Friday night, listening to the flies buzzing round me, drowning out the drudgery of their hopeless illustrations of life. This has to be the hardest part of any reconnaissance, dealing with the mind-numbing shit of people hiding from themselves. But this is where the arsehole comes to drown himself, and if I want a few hours of fun with this prick, I need to know the lay of the land. The four housewives sat in the booth by the window, pretending they're young again, trying to recapture their vacated youth, recalling their fun times at college, trying desperately to push the miserable week of cooking and cleaning for their ungrateful families to the back of their minds. They laugh and carry on in a pathetic attempt to draw the same type of attention they drew before marriage, before having families. Week after week, after month, after year, after decade, staring at the same four walls of the wonderfully decorated cell they've made for themselves. And that nagging little voice in the back of their head saying it's time to update the decor. Come on, ladies. After 2 decades of mind-numbing pain, surely you'd jump at the chance for a night of unabashed pleasure. Never again will you have to worry about if the cushions are too floral, or if it's time to get out that gaudy ornament your mother-in-law got you for your 15th wedding anniversary. Just a few minutes of pain for you, and it'll all be over. You will be free. The two aging cops prop in a bar by the TV, wondering what retirement is going to be like, knocking back their large glass of scotch to drown the pain of the evil they've seen over the last 30 years. Toasting their fortune at getting out alive while these poor rickies will have to deal with the evil on unprecedented levels as the world slides headlong into the flames of hell. Trust me, guys, retirement only means quickly falling into that bottle you're 3/4 through. Then cirrhosis, maybe cancer. Nothing but pain. Pain and death. Come on out to the back for 5 minutes. You'll be a legacy for generations to come. Poster boys for the forces recruitment drive. Died in the line of duty, or our hero will be the mantra sung for your kids and grandkids. And so on and so on. Ad nauseam. At least until even your memories are forgotten. Sounds better than he drowned in the bottle, a bitter and twisted old man now, doesn't it? Or how about that happy old fella? Always cracking wines about the barmaid's arse, and how he'd love to push his cock between her cheeks, always ogling the female customers. I'm sure the landlord would gladly stand me a bottle of whiskey if I put him in a hole, for all the customers he's cost the pub. The University Rugby Club, jacked up on beer and their own self-importance, so very close to disappearing up their own arseholes, as they chant, down in one, down in one, down in one, to each other every time there's a try scored on the telly. Oblivious to the fact they're pissing off everyone with their obnoxiousness, upsetting the couple on their first date when one jock fumbles the miniature football they've been tossing around. The look on the guy's face tells me everything I need to know. Tells me he'd love to shove that ball down the arsehole's throat. But he does nothing, even when the jock makes a pass at the young lady he's with. And what about the crack-all mum, who leaves her 3 kids with a can of soda and some sweets running around the pub screaming, while she's out the back sucking some dick so she can get enough money for another fix? Or the miserable old loner, who nobody wants to converse with, but you're damn well going to hear his opinions about these damn lazy kids who do nothing but eat shit and play video games all day with no respect for anyone else. Or how does he say it? Oh yeah, how all those goddamn niggers and faggots have taken over the world, and don't get me started on those fucking Muslim terrorists. Respect? What the fuck does he know about respect? He doesn't show any, so why should he get any? Surely you'd all be shaking my hand for putting that sorry-ass piece of shit out of his misery. No way. I think I should leave him here. Can't have you getting comfortable now, can we? It's no wonder the bar has a high turnover in staff. After a month of listening to these egomaniacal arseholes and miserable fuckers, shit, I'm about ready to put my fucking head in a noose too.
Thank you for your download and your listen to this 9th episode in the 2nd season of Diary of a Madman. We're more than halfway to the end of this story, this epic tale. Before I get to the credits, make sure that you head over to paulsading.com, sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss any news about anything I do have coming out in the future. There are some big announcements scheduled for the next couple months. You definitely don't want to miss out on those if you are a fan of my stuff. This episode was written by Dohai. You can find him over on Twitter at Dohai666. The Madman is, of course, the wonderful Kareem Cronfley, who you can find at Bullshot UK on Twitter. And the theme music, the creepy music you hear, is from Raul Vega of Rose Drive Podcast. Go check out all 3 of these wonderful human beings and all the projects that they're involved in. They're doing a lot of work out there, and it's all cool. Until you hear from us again in episode 2-10, stay twisted.